before purchase, visit. Our technical people will give you these directions, which are very, very simple. But I think the catch here is the star 197 hash. Then you'll check, you'll see, as our technical persons are going to explain to us. If your phone is lost or stolen, report it to the police. Yes, because we want the system must be robust. We don't want people to shout, my phone has been stolen. When you want to just to switch off your friend's phone, or your boyfriend's phone, or your girlfriend's phone, or your spouse's phone. No, it should follow proper channels. And our reference point in this is the police, the starting point. You go to the police, obtain a police report, and then submit the details via the same website or at any mobile network service center. As I conclude, allow me to sincerely thank our partners, especially the mobile network operators, for their collaboration and technical support. I also commend the UCC staff whose dedication and innovation have brought this project to life. To all consumers of mobile communication services in Uganda, I say, with the same clear, we are building a safer, most trustworthy, and more connected Uganda. I say all this for God and my country, and I think let me take now this opportunity to declare the same clear project officially launched. Thank you very much. The telephone was just a tool for conversations, gossip, what we call in Semutolwari, talking, kabozi. A phone has really transited from those characterization of the early days when we got a phone. When I got my first phone around 1996, don't start estimating my age. Which took 72 hours to connect to the network. It took 72 hours. And I'm told I was the luckiest. Some other people it would take a week. The motivation behind getting a phone was to be able to facilitate conversation. From then on, as all of us know, we've seen the phone morphing, going through a metamorphosis of very high proportions. From the smart era, when a phone became a bit smart, to now the intelligent era. We are also seeing a phone, in this case a tablet, whatever, of course a phone is a computer, becoming a wallet. A wallet. Our friends, the investigators, they tell me in the security services, nearly about 75%, more than 70%, they use a phone to place criminals at the scene of the crime, helping us to solve a lot of problems for the good of society. So a phone is now a tool that in the middle or at the center of everything you imagine we can do. So when I see an innovation like this that really gives the regulator, the consumer, and the network operator the capabilities to own their phones. To me, that's how I summarize Madame Muhaire's system. This tool is giving us capabilities. That is the operators, the phone owner, the regulator, to own our phones, as it were, to own it. to know what is happening, to have the capabilities if you had a problem with your phone, to immediately know how you can deal with it. So these are amazing capabilities. I want to thank the DECA team here internally, our developers internally here led by Mr. Wasa Gomheki, our team members, Big Joe, and your team, the consumer protection, and our IT team, our partners. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you very much for the support. But maybe before I read my speech, a system that will work, because now when you trust in technology, you should be able to trust it wholly. But to do that, technology should be able to be on all the time, should be sustainable. It's not enough to have a system like this when its uptime will be less than 99.9%. If you are to trust technology, the uptime, it should be 99.9%. People who run data centers will tell you the demands for data centers, because they run a lot of very important services. I think all the service agreement I've looked at, contracts, they look at 99 point something. It have to be up and running. Otherwise, anything below 99%, you trust in technology, and the technology that sleeps is not worth trusting. So our developers, Madam Muhere, much as you have this, I believe you still have a lot of work to do on sustainability. Sustainability in this case, meaning that this system should have the capacity to augment itself to be awake all the time. It should have redundancies to ensure that if one aspect of it dozed, another should be up. We should really create systems to ensure that if it has any problem, our logistics should be able to ensure that there is a redundancy to make sure that it keeps going, as maybe we import a part or something like that. Licenses shouldn't expire, and we get those lags before we. So it has to be 100% on, not even 99.9. It has to be 100% on. And always the public agencies like UCC, we get problems because we operate in a bureaucratic environment. So having systems that are awake 100% becomes a problem of government. So I request our developers and Madam Deca to develop systems that will ensure that we combine commercialization and a public sort of operation, a sort of PPP, to ensure that really we run this system with the private partnerships to commercialize it so that's up and running. That's how the partners we are serving, the consumers, some other people call them voters, Airtel will call them clients, will disappoint them when they start reporting to us of their stolen phones, and we say, oh, sorry, around that time, the system was taking some water, it was not, it was down. We should be able to solve these problems as they come and instantly. And to do that, we should really develop a commercial sort of model around this system so that it can really support itself. It can support itself to be on all the time, 100%. So today marks a significant milestone in your journey as UCC officially launches the Central Equipment Identity Register, or as we prefer to call it, SIM Clear. SIM Clear is a groundbreaking centralized system designed to protect consumers, secure communication networks, and strengthen public trust in our digital ecosystem. The name itself, SIM clear, is local slang for any authentic phone. This system runs a national database of counterfeit and blacklisted mobile devices. It represents a major leap forward in our collective fight against counterfeit gadgets, mobile phone thefts, and the use of communication devices in fraud and other criminal activities. But beyond being a technological milestone, SIM-Clear is a powerful consumer protection tool. Under Section 5.1 of the UCC Act 2013, the Commission is mandated to protect and safeguard the interests of consumers and operators by ensuring the quality of communication services and equipment, and by setting and enforcing both national and the international standards. For many years, our market has been infiltrated by counterfeit devices. These gadgets not only compromise safety and health, but also degrade network quality and reliability. Worse still, they make it harder for regulators and law enforcement to trace unscrupulous individuals who use such devices for fraud and other offenses. To address this challenge, UCC works closely with the key stakeholders, including Uganda Revenue Authority, mobile network operators, traders, and members of the public, who are the ultimate consumers. Together, we have conducted nationwide awareness campaigns highlighting the dangers of counterfeit devices and the importance of purchasing only authentic communication equipment. I'm now excited to be here launching yet another more advanced phase in this struggle. Today's launch is therefore not just a technical upgrade, but the culmination of a sustained campaign to protect Ugandans and preserve the integrity of our communications environment. The SIM Clear system gives us capabilities to protect consumers from counterfeit and unsafe devices, prevent the importation, sale, and use of fake communication equipment, to deter phone theft and the use of stolen devices in criminal activity. Actually, the guys who have been stealing phones and exchanging them, I will now really request you to change your business model, because really it looks like I'm putting you on the streets. Okay, am I getting you off the streets or putting you on the streets? I'm getting you off the streets, so you better go to Kasada, the Semto, and start get PDM money and start growing tomatoes and cabbages and come and sell. It looks like the business of stealing phones for purposes of reselling them or selling them looks like it is ending yesterday. Except for those who don't want to report. Because when they take your phone and you don't report, I don't think the system will know that somebody's phone was stolen. So you can see every system can only work with a human interface. The human being from whom a phone has been stolen, you must report immediately. When you report, definitely that phone will be useless. So that, what does that mean? When you are buying now a phone, especially the secondary market of phones, we are not here to kill the secondary market. I know the secondary market is very, very important for the phone, not only in Uganda, elsewhere. Secondary market is very, very important, and we encourage it. But it should be done in a proper way. When I no longer need my phone, there should be people whom I can sell it to, and they can resell it to other people who want to use. That's a secondary market. That's okay. But this stolen phone, so before you use a phone in the secondary market now, you must query. You must know where is this phone coming from. If it is a stolen phone and it was reported, you'll be taking something that won't help you. I think even at the buying stage, When you are buying, we are giving capabilities for people to know at the buying stage to check whether the phone you are using is not counterfeit. Because we are making consultation. At one time, when you have agreed with those stakeholders, definitely, I think all of us will agree as Ugandans that we shouldn't have fake phones on our network. When that time comes, of course, we'll tell you what to do. So preserve the integrity and reliability of Uganda communications network. Enforce both national and international standards. Provide a mechanism for reporting lost devices and addressing fraud. Protect legitimate businesses and intellectual property holders from illicit trade. As our technical team will explain, using the system is simple and user-friendly.